welcome. Something new has been added to the OTT menu. I have Director Ram Madhwani here, who's paired up with Kartik Aaryan to give us some very different fare with Dhamaka. Hello and welcome, Ram.
Hello, thank you for having me. And what a like vivacious introduction, and what a great way that you've introduced this.
But that's what I really feel, you know. We see thrillers, we see romantic films, we see dramas.
Right.
But this is definitely something different, which is an overused word in the industry. But I think it's definitely applicable for this.
Thank you. As long as it's not interesting.
No. I think it truly is different and interesting. No quotes there. But where did this idea? Firstly, no. I want to go back. I want to ask you a very vital question. What is your opinion of the media?
Whew. Quite honestly, who am I to have an opinion?
The filmmaker?
About what? About
About
media?
About the media.
Like, why should I have an opinion about the
You've
media?
made a film about it.
I am just somebody who is actually, I can't be objective about the world that I live in, right? I'm here basically, it's like saying, do you have an opinion about the film industry?
Yes.
Okay. What is it?
I'm not going to make the film. I'll do that.
No, but this film is not about the media. This,
Okay.
like I said, this is a film which is, the backdrop is the medium, is the media, and that it could have been the film industry, it could have been, and therefore, I'm not here making any comment on any of that.
You're not?
Yeah, exactly. I'm here basically, it's a film about a man who, in like any of us would, we are all ambitious people, we all want to be successful, there's nothing wrong with that. Ambition is not a bad word, but what happens is that sometimes when you're trying to climb up any ladder, there are certain prices that you have to pay. We've all had to pay those, whether it's a work-life balance or whether it's a relationship thing or whatever it is. And sometimes you have a value system problem, your usuls, your beliefs. And those things are basically what this film is about, which is a man, like we said in the song at the end, kya khoya, kya paya, in trying to climb up. And so it's, in some ways, it is a human story about a solo, it's about this human being who loses, who actually there is a life ka dhamaka, sach ka dhamaka, a pyar ka dhamaka, and of course there is a dhamaka, which is there, which is a real dhamaka, but the film is beyond all of that. It is really about a character who is a fallen hero and a grey hero who compromises his value systems while trying to get ahead.
All right. I'm sure there's redemption at the end for the hero. But
You want me to reveal the ending?
No.
I can reveal it.
No, please don't, please don't. No. The viewers will kill me.
Exactly.
They will, they absolutely will. Kartik Aaryan, he is somebody that everyone's intrigued about, right? We like watching what he's doing. Somebody who's making very, I want to say, different and interesting choices, but he really is.
That word again.
But he really is. How is he to collaborate with as an actor?
Kartik is about the work, and really, it's the work, and therefore I have found that there was a point when I shoot in a very different way. I shoot with 3, 7, 10 cameras, like I was saying, and there was a point at which when I decided, okay, I can't deal with this, and I don't know whether I can make it work. He's the guy who motivated me to continue working the way that I do in the system that I did on the 5th day of the shooting, when we had all these cameras, and I said, oh, just forget it, let's just do it with one camera. That it's not happening, but it's a big kind of organized chaos, right? I'm coordinating so many parts of it. Mrunal is on the bridge, Kartik is in the TV studio, somebody else is in some, wherever the other set is. And so through all of this, I found that Kartik, once he commits, he is somebody who, in a way, made sure that the vision that I had, he protected it at times, and therefore I protected him at times, and I found it to be a good collaboration with him. And and certainly as an actor, it's somebody that committed to the way that I work, which is very, very different from the way that normally people work. I don't say action, I don't say cut. I use many, many cameras. I do it in a 360-degree kind of a way. I don't use lights most of the time. So I try and make it as real as possible. So I work in a documentary meets a theater kind of way. And he committed to that, and I say that that's great that he was able to not just commit it, but embrace it and enjoy it. Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by the way you work. You were just mentioning that Kartik was in the studio, Mrinal was on the bridge, there was another shoot happening. So this was happening simultaneously, and you were directing
live,
it all?
Live.
So that really is like news television,
Yeah, but that's the way I worked in Neerja also.
I know that
so
as
I
well.
worked so that, people shouldn't feel like as if you're doing a shot. I believe that there should be life before, action after cut. I believe that I'm here to capture an energy. So if we were shooting this just now, then it would feel like as if this was actually happening. And we would roll it like this. And you would have we would do workshops, which is what I do a lot of the time. And you would know your character, and I would know my character. And then we'd have a script, but we don't have to follow it. But we have to follow the milestones of the script. You have come here to interview me about Dhamaka. And so you know your questions, I know my answers, and then we'll play. And that's what really happens to give it that believability and reality.
And I think what also really helps is your kind of legendary pre-production that you put into it. You know, this film, I know it's been talked about a lot. You finished in a record 10 days. 10?
Well, two things. One, yes, I do prepare a lot because I'm very nervous and very scared. I also am responsible to time and money. So I don't like wasting time when I'm shooting. But at the same time, I don't like wasting your time when you're watching it either. And whether it was shot in 10 days or 11 or 12 or 100, it doesn't really matter, right? What matters is what the film is. Yes, we did shoot it in 10, 11 days. It was designed like that, but it is that kind of work. And it is that kind of script, actually, not that kind of work. It's that kind of script that basically meant that I could. Nirja, the plane sequence was shot in 12 days. So there are, and because I work with so many cameras, but this was not done, this is yet done in 12 hours, and like I was saying, there's lunch breaks and there's dinner breaks and all the rest. And it's not as if it's 24 hours and 16 hours.
I imagine it was an 18-hour work day or something.
I only work for 12 hours. Okay, so I don't, I look after my people. Everybody gets to sleep, but we also, my co-producer Amita Madhwani, who basically, we were in a bubble, we had blocked a whole hotel. We didn't block a floor of the hotel, we blocked the whole hotel. And so even though there were 500 rooms, because we didn't want us to, like, you know, so because we also look after the people who were there, because, and everybody went home safe after that shoot, because it happened in December is when we shot. And so everybody was so worried. It was one of the first few films that got shot in a bubble. It was something which corridors were made, bridges were made, you know, sort of making sure that everybody was, you know, tested correctly. So it was a whole new safety kind of thing that we were very proud of pulling off. Not just the fact that we shot it in those number of days. I think more than anything else, we were looking after the health and safety of our team.
All right.
Yeah.
Spoken like the steward of the ship, you know. I can see you taking responsibility and charge there, which is lovely to see.
We say that we don't just organize a shoot, we host a shoot.
Wow, that's excellent. I think that's your advertising background for sure. I know that's been spoken about a lot, you know, the fact that your advertising background is something, you know, that kind of shows in your films in the best way possible.
Right.
For sure.
No, I owe a lot of my work to advertising. I'm very passionate about it. I yet make ads. I would yet love to continue making ads. Just for all those people who are watching this in advertising, please give me work. I do make ads yet. Yaad rakhna.
But it's not a great ad for the news media, I have to say. A great ad for human stories, like you were mentioning.
Right.
But the media, you know, I don't know if they're going to be very happy with the way they're portrayed. What are the reactions you're getting?
I think we'll know when they see the film, right? Is when we'll, whether happy, not happy, are things which we will know when they know what it's about, and that's a conversation that we will have when we come to that conversation. So currently, I'm hoping that everybody liked the film.
Yes,
yeah.
for sure. For sure.
So that's where I am in the life cycle of the journey that we have ahead of us.
And also, congratulations are in order for your Emmy nomination.
Thank
for
you so
Arya.
much. It's a big deal. It's
It
really
really
huge.
is.
It's something which, obviously, to be out there, put India on the map. I mean, not that India needs to be on the map. That's not the right thing to say.
On the Emmy map. On the
Emmys
Emmy
map. Okay, done. Yeah.
On the Emmys map. Yeah.
And to put me on the map. Yes.
Yes. Why not? Absolutely. And also Sushmita, you know.
Yeah.
And the both of you have a lovely synchronous relationship.
Yes.
It's some beautiful synergy there. I spoke to her last week and she's very excited about it as well.
No, she's genuinely somebody who changes the energy of a room when she walks in. She is somebody that I can't tell you how much I've learned from her in the way that she conducts herself and her life. And obviously, as an actress, and I'm just happy that she said yes. And like I keep saying, the universe is on our side, and so is Miss Universe.
I love that. Oh, I love that. Absolutely. That's your advertising side speaking, that copy. That's excellent. So congratulations for
Thank you.
Arya. And I'm looking forward to catching Dhamaka on the 19th,
Yes.
which is when it's out. And Arya, we don't have a date for yet.
Not yet.
but
We're
we will
working
be.
on that. We're doing post on that. But today is really about Dhamaka and the fact that it is something that we're very happy that Netflix has said yes to us, and Ronnie is there, and that we were on stage together with the team that was there on stage. It is, to me, I would not have expected or hoped for any better team. And so with Mrunal, with Amruta, I felt so happy and the talent that is there between Mrunal and Amruta and Karthik, it was something which made me actually say, okay, it's a milestone in your life. Today was a milestone in my life. So
Some very gifted actors there, masterful director, an explosive trailer. There's nothing not to look forward to. I'm going to be
masterful
watching.
director, I don't know.
Yeah. Too modest. Way too modest. Way too modest. An absolute pleasure talking to you, and you got me very intrigued.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.